guys, we got this great clip from one of our long content videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Enjoy. So Bill, what do you think will happen with liquidity products that are coming to the island of Puerto Rico, and how long will it be before we get like a debt coverage service ratio or a cash out refi? Are there cash out refis on the island, even in traditional housing? What's going to happen with these kind of products?
What I would say that what's available, I don't know what the future holds, but I can tell you what's here now, what was here, and where we are now. So you have Fannie Mae and you have FHA here, and I think Freddie Mac too, but for sure Fannie Mae and FHA. What does that mean? So Fannie Mae and FHA, I would consider your traditional full documentation, standard issue, 30-year fixed loans, right? It's not going to be for someone who just opened their business 6 months ago, can't show any money, but's got $1 million in a crypto account. This is not for that. This is, you have a job, whether you're self-employed or you work at a company, and we have consistent documentation of your income over at least a year, 2 years. Okay, so we have those products. That's for purchase, that's for refinance, that's for cash out refinance, that's for primary, that's for second home, that's for investment. Okay, the negative, or what I'm finding to be difficult, is first of all, if you're over 80 LTV, the PMI in Puerto Rico is going to be higher than it is stateside. So you're talking about a little bit of a higher PMI charge if you're going over an 80 LTV. You can't cash out over 80 LTV, so it's really more on the purchase side. Let me think what else. The other issue I see is appraisals. Okay, you know, the appraisals coming in all over the map. There's no good, there aren't good comps. Or you'll see, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen this, not subject to appraisal, right? This is half of the ads for houses for sale here. Why is that? It's for two reasons. The seller wants to maximize how much they're going to make. So I don't care what anybody says. I know folks were throwing pie in the sky numbers, throwing a dartboard, throwing a dart at a dartboard going, what's the, what is this house worth? And what are we going to sell it for? I don't really care, whatever I can get, right? That's, if you're a seller and you're in the driver's seat and you've got people who are willing to pay whatever because they have fugazi money from, investing in Bitcoin in 2010, and they made $10 million, paying an extra 100 grand. When you're up
it doesn't matter. Well, and even easier than that, if you move from New Jersey where you sell your house for $700,000 and you come here and you want to replace your $700,000 house with something comparable on the island, you can do that for half the money or less, right? Like, so you can come and buy a fairly nice house on the island, and if you overpay a little bit, or even worse, you sell your $2 million apartment in Los Angeles, California, and now you come to Puerto Rico and you want to buy something comparable to your 800 square foot apartment that you just sold for $2 million back in LA, you can overpay on something, and you can get something that was nicer than what you had there, pay less for it here. Right. And people were just throwing their money at it. And really that was right. What was driving the market. I mean, the stupid gringos, really, right?
I was not part of that.
Me either. I
don't understand overpaying and not being sharp on stuff like that. So it drives me crazy. But
it's kept me homeless. I just can't do it. Like, I see these things I want to buy and I know they're overpriced and I'm unwilling to do it. Like, it's not that Linda and I can't afford to buy something really nice. We could, but when it was $600,000 18 months ago and you're asking $1.5 million for it today, there's no way in hell I'm paying you that money for that.
I'm the same way. I'd rather just wait. I'll buy something else. I'll rent. I don't care.
Yep.
But it doesn't.
I'll go live at the damn hotel and pay $500 a night before I'll spend the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna throw $1 million away when I know the house is, it's 200-300% what it was 18 months ago. This is insanity, and we're already starting to see that stuff come down, especially in the higher end stuff. So we looked at a house today that's on the market for like $650 now. It was on the market for 400 days. It started out at like 1.3 million, and now, a year later they're at 650. Yeah.
So we bought it. Good for them. You know what I'm saying? If you're the seller, you don't care. So so here we are. Fast forward. Appraisals have been tough, like I said. So what I've seen where you try to get an appraisal and the value's not there, and then that's why everybody's saying not subject to appraisal, because they don't want to be bound by what might actually be the reality of what the house is worth. hey, too bad. If you want this house, I'm not gonna, appraisal's 500, I want 600, find the extra 100 or I'm not selling it to you. But to your point, at some point, there may be some sort of equilibrium that comes back. So those are two things you have to be considerate of when you're doing what I would call regular finance, the FHA conventional.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that. Subscribe to our channel, watch this next, and then also check out the pinned content for more great content, guys. God bless.